Did you know that Hawaii is paving the way for transportation policy in the United States? As transportation expert Ging Ging Fernandez explains, it's one of the first states in the U.S. to use road usage charging to help fund roads and bridges with a per-mile fee. Check it out.
So the driving report was a really innovative solution to reaching out to the Hawaii public. Hawaii already had the collected odometer readings, and they had this for all vehicles kind of historically. And so the Department of Transportation thought, oh, let's send out mailers to all of their vehicles and drivers in Hawaii. And so they used the odometer readings to produce a driving report that, just like kind of your home energy report, tells you, okay, how many miles did you drive? And so in that case, depending on the vehicle type that you have, what was the fuel efficiency of that vehicle, so they could tell how much people paid in gas taxes over the last year. And then how much, given the miles that they drove, would they actually pay in a road usage charge. By looking at that and having folks see their actual data for themselves, RUC became a less ambiguous or vague concept for people to look at, and they're looking at their own personal numbers and basically looking at what the impact of RUC would be on to them. And so instead of talking about road usage charge at this high level, of changing a taxing system, they could see that the impact wasn't going to be huge. When a lot of people first hear about road usage charge, they say, oh, well, that must mean I'm going to have to pay a lot more. And they're thinking, in the thousands range, thousands of dollars a year, or even hundreds of dollars more a year. But then when you take a look at how much somebody is paying in gas tax and tell them, okay, the road usage charge is a replacement for the gas tax, and this is how much you would pay in a road usage charge, they look at that statement, it's $120 versus $140.
Do you have any advice for states that are interested in trying out the per-mile fee?
I'm a big proponent of not necessarily relying on technology as the solution. I love technology. I love playing with technology. But I think one of the things that has kind of held road usage charge back is this reliance of figuring out a system or the technology that is going to be foolproof. Now, technology is never foolproof. Technology is a tool. I think focusing on the policy is the key. For example, the technology of the plug-in devices. I think trying to make that work and adapt it to road usage charge has not been a clear winning solution. Also, the idea that telematics, that's going to be in all the vehicles, right? And we've been thinking it's going to be in vehicles, universally for 10, 20 years now, and it hasn't. And so not looking at how do we solve this problem with technology, but really looking at how do we solve this problem when it comes to people and individuals, and then looking to technology as how can that address and fill in the gaps that we need.
Do you want to learn more about the per-mile fee? Check out Ging Ging's Secrets to RUC Success at the article linked in the description. Okay, back to the conversation. What strategies did you and your team use to make the RUC program successful in Hawaii?
What I was really impressed by, as I kind of learned from the folks that were working on the feasibility study, was really, I think, listening. Making sure when we went out to the communities, it wasn't just a output of information. It wasn't a one-way discussion. I think what was really important for the team and was when we went to talk to the community, yes, we were sharing information, increasing awareness about the issue, but just as much listening for their hot topics, their concerns, and then going back and truly addressing them. So these are the things we heard. We are addressing them, and the things we're addressing are like privacy. And so a lot of the other states are using plug-in devices, that monitor where the miles are being driven, and it's a, daily or weekly upload of information. Here, we were very lucky. We had the vehicle inspection. And so we had a solution for some of these public concerns. And then it was an overwhelming response from the public that they wanted the vehicle inspection. And so that's that two-way communication, right? Trying all the options, responding to the public saying, we don't want technology here the really high-tech technology where we have privacy concerns, we want to use a vehicle inspection. And without having done the pilot and doing the public opinion surveys and the focus groups, we wouldn't have known that. So I think really it is about listening and having that dialogue and two-way conversation.
It was so great learning about Hawaii's program today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks. It was great to be here.